everybody! Today we're going to do a kinetic craft project. That means we're making something that moves. We're gonna make a dragon. Dragon jaws! Say that 10 times fast. Dragon jaws, dragon jaws, dragon jaws, dragon jaws, blah! Here's a little heads up. It can get a little complicated and you might need a grown-up to help you, but don't give up. You can do it. Let's get started. Here's what you need: a pencil, a ruler, a pair of scissors, a cardboard box for crackers or cookies, 7 small brads or fasteners, a glue stick, and something to punch a hole. It could be a single hole punch, it could be an Xacto knife, or an awl. First, we prepare the box. Open it up so it's nice and flat. This JoJo's box is the perfect size. We want it to be 6 inches wide. Let's remove the flaps and any other parts of the box that we don't need. This piece of the box measures 9 by 6. We're going to cut some strips out of this piece of cardboard. They're going to be the width of a ruler by 6 inches. So go ahead and draw lines going all the way across. Just keep drawing lines all the way down to the bottom. We're going to end up with a little extra cardboard, and that's no big deal. We're going to end up with 8 strips. Cut along the lines that we just drew. To make sure we have the right pieces, make 3 X's, and you should have 2 extra. Set aside those 2 extras for later. The rest of them, go ahead and draw your scales for your dragon. Six pieces should have scales, and 2 pieces we'll save for the jaws later. Next, we're going to poke 3 holes in each piece. Find a thick piece of cardboard. We're going to make 1 hole in the center. I'm going to use an awl, and I'm going to poke a hole at 3 inches, right in the middle. Now I'm going to poke a hole at the 5-inch mark, right there. And another one at the 1-inch mark. Now we have 3 holes at the 1-inch, 3-inch, and 5-inch marks. Let's do that for the rest of the pieces. If you or your grown-up is using an Xacto knife, to make a hole, gently press into the cardboard and give it a little bit of a spin. Make 3 holes in the rest of your cardboard pieces. Now this part can be tricky. Pay close attention. If you need to pause or rewind this video to catch up, you can do that. Create an X and find one of your fasteners. We're going to put this fastener through the center of one piece and the center in the next piece. Make sure it goes through both the holes, and then separate the brad on the other side. It should be kind of loose. Take a next piece. We're going to fasten it to the X right here. Find another fastener. Place it through the hole at the end of your new piece, and this is going to go through the hole right here on your first X. Slide it through and separate the brad on the other side. Again, it should be kind of loose. Bring in another piece. We're going to attach it to the first X and create a second X. We need 2 brads. The first one will attach here. The top of the new one will attach to the top of the first X. Slide it through both of the holes. Separate the brad on the other side. You do want to keep it loose. Now make sure that the next two pieces form an X. That's where the next brad is going to go. Right through the center of our new piece and through the center of our previous piece. Slide it through the hole on both pieces and separate on the back. Do your best to keep it kind of loose. Now it's really starting to come together. You should see two X's, one here, one here. It's time to add another piece. Here is piece number 5. We're going to add one brad to piece number 5 right here at the bottom, and we'll attach it to the second X at the bottom here. Slide the brad through both holes, separate them at the back, and again try to keep it kind of loose. We have one more piece to add, and then we'll work on the head. Here's our last piece. It will be attached here and here. We'll need our last two brads. One brad will go through the top of the last piece, and it will attach to the center X at the top. Slide it through both holes, separate it in the back, and then finally our very last brad goes in the center of our very last X. Slide it through both of the holes, separate the brad at the back. Let's give it a try. It should open and close pretty easily. If you find that it feels tight, take out the brad where you feel tension, and we need to make the hole a little bit bigger. It's possible we need to use a single hole punch. Just to make sure the hole's not too big, find a scrap of cardboard and put a brad through the hole. Make sure it doesn't fall all the way through. If that looks good, then let's take out one of those brads and use a single hole punch to make the hole bigger. This way it won't be so tense when you open and close it. I'll punch a new hole right over the old hole on both of the pieces. There's one, and here's the other. If you need to do this multiple times, I recommend doing this one at a time. That way you don't have to pull the entire thing apart and start over. Our dragon needs a head. Find one of the extra strips of cardboard, cut it in half, and this is the perfect size to make the jaws. I'm going zigzag on top, and I'm going to make another zigzag along the bottom. I'm going to color the skin on the top and the bottom, and then draw in an eye, and I'll add some scales. Find your glue stick, and let's attach the head to the top and to the bottom. Glob it on really good and let it dry. Nobody likes a dried up glue stick. Good job, makers! Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you get to make a new art project every week. See you next time!